Okay, we are live and sorry for some delay because of some technical glitches. But today, I think today is the 13th match of the ongoing women's, T10 tournament. And if you see, in today, London Spirit are taking on against Trent Rockets. And obviously, London Spirit are defending champions, and they have been superb, 3 wins in 3 games. But when it comes to Trent Rockets, I think I think they have won one game, one thing, one second. I just have to check. I think they have won or they have lost every game. Just checked. One second. Oh, they are yet to open their account. 2 games, 2 losses. So that's a huge game. Yesterday we couldn't do the post show live, but I think you guys also saw the matches, and I think in both the matches we saw some tremendous bowling efforts. I think Sophie Eccleston was top notch. What we expect from her, that what she delivered yesterday. Obviously, Mahika got the player of the match. She was fantastic. Even in the first match, also we saw some brilliant bowling spells. So I think that was a bowler's day completely. And obviously, Trishadi will join us shortly. But as I was mentioning, that for Trent Rockets, it's a very vital game. See, same significance was for Wales Fire also yesterday because they also coming to yesterday's game after losing 2 out of 2 games. But unfortunately, they couldn't win yesterday's game also. So I think after losing 3 out of 3, the tournament is kind of over for Wales Fire. So if Trent Rockets fails to win today, then I think it will be very difficult for them to keep alive in the race for that not playoff. I will say the eliminator spot because with today's win, obviously London Spirit will go to 16 points, 4 wins in 4 games. I think they kind of assured their place in the final. I will say not even in the eliminator. Or obviously Southern Brave have been superb. They have also won 3 games. I think Sophie Divine, what a player she is. Last 2 matches, two brilliant, all-round performances, both with the bat and ball, and obviously winning the player of the match awards also. So I think superb. So I think that this is a huge game, and it is very surprising to see, the kind of lineup they have. Twin Rockets I'm talking about, and they have ended up, in losing both games so far, because obviously they have in the as captain they have Ashley Gardner, then they have Alana King, Nat Shiva Brandt is there. So even with that kind of a lineup, they are still winless. Heather Graham is there, obviously, and if you see, yes. So all these top international players are there, but still they are not winning. So that is a bit surprising, I would say, because we expect at least when in a team there is one Ashley Gardner, there is one Nat Shiva Brand. These players are enough capable to win you game single-handedly. But if you see Ashley Gardner is yet to arrive, I will say, with the performances that she can deliver. Nat Shiva Brand has looked good in patches. She scored some runs in the first game. I can remember that. Unfortunately, lost while chasing. So I think lack of partnership that has been a problem for them while batting. As, and obviously, if you don't have that needed support from the other end, then I think it doesn't matter who is batting, whether it is Nat Shiva Brandt or whether it is Ashley Gardner. I think the support is needed, and that is why they are, I think, feeling left alone, and that is why it becomes a huge task for them whether they are batting fast or whether they are chasing a total in second innings. So I think they have to bat well, obviously. And if you see today already London Spirit have won the toss and they have chosen to bowl first. So it's a huge chance for them to put up a good score today. But for that, they have to bat well because they are up against a very solid bowling unit and very informed bowling unit. I would rather say because Eva Gray, Sarah Glenn, Charlie Dean, Easy On, Charlie Knott is bowling, Grace Harris is there, so a very well balanced and informed bowling lineup. And absolutely, I think we have already talked about the way Charlie Dean has looked so far as captain. She has been pretty impressive with the all fielding setups and all, and the brave decisions. How to use Grace Harris at what stage of the game, especially with the ball, and obviously with the bat also. I think Grace Harris has been the main X factor for them, and she has single-handedly win games because in the last game I can clearly remember the 50 while chasing. It was very much needed, and with the experience she has, you expect a kind of a player like her to end the game for you, and that is what she did. And even in the first match, those blistering knock helped her to score around 175 or 180, if I'm not wrong. So I think even today London Spirit are obviously going to be the favorites to win the game. But again, for Trent Rockets, I think it's a do and die game because if they lost today, I think it's mathematically they might be in the equation. But if you see realistically, I think the series is over for them and obviously for Wales fired after yesterday's loss. Okay, let me check some comments. I think some comments are there. One second. Check some comments are there maybe. One second, one second. Yes, yes. Uh, okay, okay. Shrees, I think, has updated her profile name once again. Okay, Matthews to get a surgery on her left shoulder. Will she miss WBBL during rehab? Then a lot will depend on her performance in the 100. Okay, okay. So that's the update. I am not so aware of that. I have to check. But if it is so, then obviously I think she have to manage the workload. Obviously, the World Cup is not there for she is not a part of the World Cup because West Indies failed to qualify. So that is not a headache that she is going to have. But I think she needs to manage her workload because you cannot rush into a comeback after a surgery. You have to give a certain time to to become that fit enough to play a game because we all know how much intense games being played in this kind of tournaments. When the tournaments is kind of a shorter format like T20 formats like WBPL or like this ongoing 100 tournament. So I think she will definitely think about that, and I think will manage her workload accordingly. And I think the West Indies physios and all will keep a close eye because ultimately she is a key player for West Indies more than any other teams. Because whenever West Indies win 9 out of 10 matches, she is the player of the match and she wins them single-handedly, along with some here and there some performances. So I think she will be very much key for the West Indies, and that is why I think she will consider all the factors regarding the workload management. Yes. Okay. Twin Rockets need to fix their number three batter. They don't seem to have a clarity on that. How about Graham at three, Gardner at five? I think this can be an option. Adagram has that game to play at number three, and for for Ashley Gardner at number five, I have no issue because she has played that role for Australia also, even in other franchise leagues also. But the fact is that in every matches you have to give certain amount of balls to Ashley Gardner to hit to bat because you don't want you don't want a player like Ashley Gardner to come for the last 10-15 deliveries because if she plays, if you think around 25-30 balls, she has that ability to score at least 50-55 runs. So I think you have to give that. So according to the match situation, you have to use, and that is what I think Trent Rockets is trying to do, but somehow it is not getting clicked because the players are also not in their best of forms. The consistency has been an issue for everyone, not only for you know. This is not like Ashley Gardner is showing consistency, not only others, but Nacho Brand is showing consistency, not others. But it has been a problem for everyone. So I think that is why this is the area that they are looking to uh, keeps changing and looking for the best combination possible. This can be an option, but I think according to the match situation, we have to use Ashley Gardner the batter properly because she has the ability to score quick runs than others. That I think other batters might struggle because Heather Graham can clear the boundaries, but can she do in a regular interval? Can she shows that momentum after 5-6 balls? That is the question. Okay, Trent Rockets' weakness is their bowling. Managed just 7 wickets in total 2 matches. Yes, absolutely. And as I said that I think their bowling has been below par because on paper the batting is strong. If you see the names that they have, the batting is strong. And with the bowling, I think Alana King is the only obviously Heather Graham is also there, but I think these two are the only experienced players that you are looking forward. But still, I think both in the batting and bowling, I think they have been pretty disappointed, and they must be disappointed because with the lineup they have, it shouldn't happen that after two games they're winless in both games. Yes, one game it can happen, either the opening game of the season or maybe the second game. But see, you're going to play the third game of the season and still you're winless, and a loss here will potentially end your campaign in this season. So I think this shouldn't happen, and hopefully today is the day that they might come up with a better performance both with bat and the ball, and shock the defending champions. Yes. Okay. Okay, there's a prediction from Swish also. I am guessing Trent Rockets scoring 145, 142 with London Spirit winning. Yes, I also think that if Trent Rockets somehow managed to score at 130, 140, I think London Spirit has that momentum, has that confidence among the batting unit that they can chase it down. So at least for winning, I think you have to give your bowler the cushion of by scoring 150 to 160 minimum. I think then psychologically, I think that will be a pressure for London Spirit that okay, we have to score at least 150 or more to win this game in a 100 ball game. So I think that is what needed. But for that, again, with the batting lineup they have, they are expected to score around those scores, but they are failing continuously. So they will expect a better show from their batters and support from the other ends to their particular top batters like Ashley Gardner and Shiva Brand. ओके लंदन की तरफ से शिवराज काले का कमेंट है लंदन की तरफ से एक चेंज हुआ है ये चेंज जरूरी है क्या ओके देखते हैं कौन सा चेंज हुआ है I have not seen the playing 11. 1 second. Okay, एक चेंज हुआ है एक चेंज किधर हुआ है एक चेंज देखते हैं कौन सा चेंज हुआ है अगर मेंशन है तो आई थिंक यू कैन गेस ओके okay it is not mentioned here properly can you name the player that has come in place of whom so I can remember because I cannot remember the playing 11 obviously for London Spirit in the last game. So if you just come up with the name Shivraj Kale, I think it will be very easy for us to discuss. Okay, okay, then okay, Shumit Sharma saying from next season, do you see more participants of Indian women team in the 100 as many franchises are owned by Indian national? See, I think last year there were many Indians playing the 100. I think even this year they would have played if not the World Cup was there, is there. Obviously you have to think about the workload management. You cannot expect the Indian to play. They were playing, the England series, T20 series, and then three match ODI series. Then if they would have chosen to play this 100 tournament, they would have stayed back in England and played the whole tournament. Then they have to rush back to home. I think minimum rest of I think what 4, 5, 6 days maybe, and they then have to play the mighty Aussies, Australians at home, three match ODI series, and then again warm up matches, and then again the World Cup starts. So, and if they somehow fails to do good performance, fails to give good performance in the World Cup, then we might come up with this reason that you shouldn't have played those tournaments, those franchise tournaments, because you needed that rest and that not managing your workload you, the players might look tired and they might fall short what they are capable of to deliver in a stage like World Cup. So I think that is why I think it was a very good decision. I will say from the Indian team management, I will say, or maybe the players particularly, that they skipped this year's 100. Obviously, they will be back for the next year because if I'm not wrong, when the T20 World Cup is happening, I think it's like July, I think, June, July, I think. So I think 100 is going to happen after that only. I don't know for T20 World Cup if they manage to come up with an early schedule. I don't know about that, but as of now, I think that it will happen after that. So I think definitely, even it happens before that, I think they will play the 100 because ultimately that will give them the chance to get accustomed to the England conditions. The World Cup is going to happen in England, and obviously they will be more accustomed to the pitches, accustomed to the weather, and I think they will be more prepared. So I think that will act as a preparation for that particular World Cup. But right now, when the World Cup is happening in a 50-over format and it is happening in India subcontinent, in Sri Lanka also, there is no need to stay back and play a tournament like 100 in in England. So And that is why I think in the last moment Dipti Sharma also pulled it, because initially Dipti Sharma was there with London Spirit, but in the last moment she pulled up, and I think that was a fantastic move. Okay, Shumit Sharma again saying London seems more balanced side into tournament. Trent is over dependent on Nancy. Absolutely, I think the way they have performed so far, it is clearly that if Natshiba Brandt or Ashley Gardner perform best and win games single-handedly, that then only they can win. But for London Spirit, it is about more teamwork. I think be it batting, be it bowling, all the players have stepped up. Their captain have been superb. It was not easy to come up with a new captain, I will say, because obviously Heather Knight was there in the last season when they won that. For injury, she is not there. But for Charlie Dean, it was a great opportunity, and I think she has been fantastic so far in all these three matches. So this is an area that was a bit concerning ahead of the tournament, but they have managed to you know be good in that. So I think absolutely you are correct that as a team, I think London Spirit is much more ahead, obviously, from Trent Rockets, and Trent Rockets have to show some flair today. Okay, I think Tishadi is here. One second. Yes. No, I think some net issue. Okay, I think she is gone. Okay, we will add once she is back. Okay, another comment, Sumeshama. If you have to retain one player in between Eccleston and Helena King, very interesting question. I will ask this to Trishadi also, but if you ask me, I think Eccleston, because I'm saying obviously Helena King is superb. Who will not want to retain Helena King in any team? But I think Eccleston, because she is not a foreign option, she is an England option, and you don't want to miss out such an option. Okay, Trishadi is here. Okay, Trishadi.
Sorry.
Um,
Yeah.
yes, we will talk about the match, but I will ask you first a typical question. Shumit Sharma asking if you have to retain one player only, whom you will retain? Sophia Eccleston or Alana King?
Eccleston.
Eccleston,
Eccleston.
yes. Yes. I also said Eccleston because she is not a overseas option. She is from England, so I think that is the best factor to choose, Eccleston over Alana King. And obviously, I think with the bat also Eccleston provides more than Alana King.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
that is also a factor. Okay, but Tushadi, London Spirit versus Trent Rockets. Trent Rockets yet to win their, to open their account, 2 matches, 2 losses. Very surprising to see the kind of batting lineup they have. Heather Graham, Ashley Garton, Nat Shiverbrand, still winless in 2 games. I think that is surprising. I think their bowling has not been that much good. Obviously, the batting has
Yeah.
not been that good also. But for London Spirit, I think all things have been superb. Grace Head is single-handedly winning the games. Charlton has been superb with her captaincy. The bowling unit looking, it is more like a teamwork. So
Yeah.
what do you expect from Trent Rockets to do something special to shock the defending champions? Because it seems very hard from them.
I think Nat Silver Brandt has to play a Nat Silver Brandt kind of role, and also Ashley Gardner has to start clicking. I think so far in the 2 games, I was just checking if the ads nowadays, whichever internet site you use, there are so many ads that you will never be able to get over. Sorry for that rant, but because I was trying to make a point. Yeah, so when Ashley Gardner came out to bat, I think she's making the same mistake that she was making with Gujarat Giants. It should not be before, she should not come before 45 or 50 balls left in the game. She's not that kind of a batter who can carry on for a longish time. So I think that becomes important. She should not stick to somewhere. I think she was sticking to that number 4 position, that I have to come out at number 4, which is something absolutely unnecessary. There's nothing. I don't think in T20s or in T10s that after openers, any position should be important enough. Like, not important enough, should be unchangeable. It should be flexible depending on when and the match situation. So that is something which I thought they were
Exactly.
getting a little wrong. Yes, I mean, see this, when Ashley Gardner came a little below the in the game against Northern Superchargers.
Yeah.
She scored a 61 of 32. Because when
Yes.
you're at number 5, my batting isn't about taking the team home as such. It is about scoring quick runs. That becomes important. Today they have changed the batting order. They have actually opened with Natasha Rath and Brian Smith.
Okay, okay. And even Shrish also commented that should Trent Rockets try to use Heather Graham at number 3 and then Ashley Gart at number 5. Even I also said, in reply,
Yes,
I also said the same that this might work, but I think the team is looking for that flexibility that we want to use the batter, Ashley Gardner, the batter according to the match situation, and that is why they are continuing, changing and that is what you need because you need those kind of finishes in your team because Nat Shiva Brand is
absolutely.
there to play the anchor role. You don't need another anchor.
Exactly my point. You don't, if Natsiva Brand doesn't stay out there and she gets
Hmm.
out, your team anyway does not have a batter of that
Yes.
caliber. You might as well do what suits you. Ashley Gardner is not a Beth Mooney. So Ashley
Yes.
Gardner cannot play a Beth Mooney, a Jemima kind of a role. Ashley Gardner can only hit the ball. So she should stick to it. Today, Grace Harris doesn't go and want to play an anchor role. Matured innings, yes, sure, you are not going to hit every ball out of the park. But there's a difference between playing a matured innings and playing, an anchor role. Natasha has actually started well. She's got 1-4, 1-6. She's taking Bex Tyson to the cleaner. But yeah,
Nice,
I think
nice.
it's important that someone like Ashley Gardner actually drops down the order and comes at 5, because if she's playing at 5, she's bound to come. Ideally, she would come in the 25, 30 balls,
Clip.
arena. Yeah,
Yes. Yes,
and
absolutely.
then
That
she
is
has a
what
lot
I
to offer to the team.
Yes, absolutely. I am okay with her sticking to that number 5 spot, but you
Yeah,
don't want her to come when 10 balls left only. At least give her
yeah,
20 to 25 balls because then she
exactly.
can get you that run. So I think that is
Exactly.
where the team management role comes. That according to the match situation, talk with your captain and send your captain to the middle. I think that is where the role comes.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay, let's take last few comments because the match has already started. Okay, Prince of World saying, hello guys, sorry for late joining, had a small bug. Okay, no problem. Thank you for joining. That is the main point. Yes. Okay. Sumit Sharma saying, do you think Trent Rocket need to change their batting order? Shiver Brandt and Gardner are their top players, so they should face more balls. Absolutely, what Tushar said.
Yes and no. I mean, I do think that Nat
But
Silver
both
Brand
of
should
them
get
not needed in the top order.
balls. Exactly. Ashley Gardner, because you don't have a number of big name batters in their lineup. So you need to kind of separate the two as well. So one at 3, one at 5, or one, yeah, ideally send NSB at 3, and, ye can come at 5. Ashley Gardner. Literally forgot her name for a second. I was like, ye can come at 5.
Yes. Okay, Trishadi, that question that whom you will retain, Eccleston or Alana King, that we both mentioned, Eccleston, but the question was in terms of WPL. So when you think of
Eccleston.
WPL, then Eccleston.
Eccleston.
Yeah, Eccleston. Okay. Okay,
I
last
have
print of
enough
what
leg
thing? Yes.
spinners in. We have enough leg spinners in India. Why should we, keep an Australian leg spinner? Sophie Eccleston is a different player altogether on her day. So I don't think Alana King at the speed that she bowls will be as effective as a Prema Rawat or a Priya Mishra in Indian conditions. So I would still go for Sophie Eccleston.
Yes. Okay, Prince of World asking, Trishadi, as of you, who will win today? Will London Spirit keep their momentum? Prediction,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. London Spirit will win.
Yes. Still, how many runs you are expecting that Trent Rockets will score?
I don't think we have seen an NSB special, and I think Brian Smith and Natasha both have started well. In 15 balls, Trent Rocket is already on 27. Let's go for 160.
So then London Spirit need to bat pretty well to score that because 160 is decent
Grace
enough
Harris
score.
will come with her burger bats.
She's a character. Yes.
I
Okay,
showed that
let's
video to
take
my mom
let's
and
take
I said, "You think I am a burger lover? Please see this." I cannot, seriously, I cannot forget the way she said, Sunset Burger. What's in it though? She's not going to name the
what's in it.
what's in. She needs to know what's the stuffing of the burger. Absolutely love her character.
Go with this name.
You
Okay. Okay, Shivaraj Kale asking who will win today's match. I think we both are in the same page that again the defending champion is going to win. So let's see if that happens. Okay, last comment. Shumit Sharma saying Yastika batted well in the ODI against Australia. Hey, any chances for World Cup squad? Absolutely. She will be there in the World Cup squad. Not only
know,
for
she
this
was
knock,
there
she
for
will be
the
there in
ODI
the World Cup.
squad. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. She will be there as a backup option, but I don't think she will be there as a starting option.
But you don't think that it's Shank, Snehashish. You don't have to feel embarrassed about Shank. It's a puja that happens. Yeah, so
Yes, absolutely. But as Trishadi said also that obviously she will be there in the squad, but as a backup option, she will hardly get any chance in the playing 11. It is very
yeah,
difficult for her.
do think so.
Yes.
I mean, especially if she's battling for the opening spot, we are not seeing her anytime soon.
Yeah, no chance. By the way, Trishadi, yesterday was totally Bola's day. Tara Norris was superb. Sophia Kirsten was
Yes,
superb.
yes.
They were superb. Even Sophie Devine again, all round brilliance. I think she has been superb.
I'm not liking the way she's performing before the World Cup. I'm just not liking the way.
Absolutely,
You,
absolutely. It
even
is
I
not
will
a
end
good
up
thing.
predicting something else. She'll do a complete reverse of that.
Again, we will do the recordings of previewing team. We will say
Yes.
that yeah, New Zealand are okay, but not looking that much favored to a top four. But again, again
They'll
at
win
the
the
end of the
World Cup
World Cup,
and then finally they will call the two of us and be like, तुम लोगों को किसने बोला है ये सब बोलने के लिए? और बोलो, हर बार
uh,
बोलो, हम तभी वर्ल्ड
if
कप जीतेंगे.
if these same things repeat this time around, then I think the problem with us only. We predict that they will don't do they do well. So I think from next time we
Yeah,
have to
that's how we
reverse
are
things.
jinxing. That's how we
Yes,
are jinxing their good performance. Like they start
yes.
performing better.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, all the comments are done. The match is already started. So thank you, Tushar. Thank you for joining in.
Yeah,
Definitely,
and
we'll be back
extremely
for
sorry.
the
Half the time you're seeing, sorry guys, extremely sorry
yes.
that half the time you guys see Snehashish, do carrying the show alone. Unfortunately, there are way too many things that I get involved in, and I somehow don't say no to anything, and then I end up with too much, in my hands. But I was at office, so I was just coming back from office, and suddenly, for some good reason, my friends are teasing me that Orko was here. We went to office, so Orko was just telling me that look at the welcome that NKDA is giving to you. The roads right in front of my house are being relayed. Absolutely. So half
Oh,
the roads are blocked. So there's complete mess. But yeah, that's why I came late from office and joined. But thank you guys. Keep joining. We will be bringing tomorrow. In fact, when we do the live, we will be discussing the second one day between India A and Australia A.
yes, yes, absolutely. So that will be an update from us from tomorrow. But right now, you enjoy the match, and obviously we'll come back for the post match show. Till then, thank you, and let's meet in the post match show. Thank you.